Hello and welcome. Today I'd like to share the story of a special Korean restaurant, one that brings the heart of the countryside right into the middle of the city. This is the story of 소녀방앗간. 소녀방앗간, which translates to girls' meal, is not just a restaurant. It's a heartfelt movement to reconnect people with food that truly nourishes us. With 5 locations throughout Seoul, it offers a rare experience, a meal that feels like coming home, even if you're far from it. But to understand this place, we need to go back to where it all began. In Cheongseong, a small farming village in rural Korea. There, after going through a series of personal challenges, the founder, Mrs. Kim, sought a quieter life. She moved into a simple container house, away from the noise of the city, hoping to find some peace. What she found instead was healing through food. The local women in the village would bring her meals, not elaborate, not fancy, but made with ingredients they had fermented and grown themselves. A spoonful of doenjang stew, vegetables freshly picked, rice prepared with care. These meals brought her not only comfort, but clarity. She realized that food made from rare, local ingredients, with sincerity and slowness, had the power to heal. And she wondered, why don't we have this in the city? So when she returned to Seoul, she brought that experience with her. She wanted to build a space where people could feel what she had felt, a place where food was more than just fuel. Thus, 소녀방앗간 was born. From the very beginning, this wasn't a commercial project, it was a personal mission. Mrs. Kim even drew the interior blueprints herself, carefully planning every detail of the space to reflect her beliefs. Simplicity, honesty, and care. But what really sets 소녀방앗간 apart is its deep connection to Korea's farmers and food producers. The restaurant sources its ingredients directly from rural communities, building ongoing relationships with growers who respect nature and traditional methods. Many of the vegetables are seasonal and organic. The sources, gochujang, soy sauce, and doenjang, are often made in small batches, the old way using clay pots and long fermentation. The philosophy extends beyond the restaurant. On their official website, you can find pantry items like fermented pastes, peas, and side dishes, all made from leftover ingredients that would otherwise go to waste. It's a small but powerful way to practice sustainability and reduce food loss. Their Instagram gives a window into daily life at 소녀방앗간, from catering events to behind-the-scenes food prep, menu updates, and moments shared with loyal customers. In fact, the restaurant has provided catering services to foreign organizations in Korea, including the German embassy and international venture capital firms. This speaks to the quality and authenticity of their food. However, despite its growing presence offline, video content about 소녀방앗간 remains surprisingly limited. There are a few guest-made reviews or brief feature clips on YouTube, but the restaurant itself hasn't produced much official video yet. That's why I believe there's huge potential for storytelling through media. Imagine a cooking vlog where we see how a meal is prepared from scratch, or a day in the life video showing stuff up in the stove early in the morning. Even a short documentary about visiting a farmer who grows their greens. These are stories that resonate across cultures. In an age where more people crave transparency, locality, and meaning behind what they eat, 소녀방앗간 has all the right ingredients for global appeal. It just needs the spotlight. To support that growth, having an official English name, English website, and searchable location on Google Maps would make it easier for international visitors to discover and visit. For travelers seeking real Korean food, it could become a go-to destination. Now, before we finish, let me introduce you to a sample meal from 소녀방앗간, a beautifully balanced plate featuring spicy stir-fried pork, not overwhelming, just enough heat to wake the appetite. Braised lotus root, earthy and sweet, simmer slowly for hours. Crispy seaweed chips, handmade and light, with a nutty finish. And to drink, a cool herbal tea brewed with Korean mountain herbs like wild cinnamon. Nothing is overly salty, nothing is artificial. It's comfort food in the truest sense, not nostalgic for fast food or convenience, but for care, time, and place. In a city where fast meals are the norm, 소녀방앗간 offers a moment of pause, a meal that feeds not just your body, but also your spirit. Thank you for watching, and the next time you're in Seoul, perhaps this will be the meal that makes your day feel just a little more grounded.